Event today in Duluth is looking to inspire and empower women to get into public office. Vote, Run, Lead hosted the Fierceness Forum at Pier alongside state lawmakers, including Duluth Rep. Alicia Kozlowski. Now, the nonprofit organization is dedicated to making the legislature more representative of communities. Members say so many women have the skills to run for office, but they don't know how to start. These events help to educate and connect women with resources to run a successful campaign.
For so long, it was very male-dominated, and we're just really trying to move the needle on that. And with each election, we do. And we do that through education, conferences, one-on-one mentoring, coaching, things like that.
A Vote, Run, Lead says Duluth sets itself apart from other communities because of the number of women holding public office, including the mayor, city council, and school board.